I've had to call some backup in. Needs something, doesn't it?
It does need something.
Stains do scare me.
Me too. So I'm just gonna let you do that.
Hello everybody, hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back today with a bit of a bedroom makeover refresh, we'll call it. You may remember the last time I gave the bedroom a bit of a makeover. If you haven't seen that video already, I'll link it in the description box for you. But it's where I created this wall behind me and made a few little changes. But now we're heading into winter and I've really felt that the room's feeling quite dark. I'll show you the curtains that we've got at the moment, and although I love them, I feel like we're due a little change. I want the room to be a bit brighter, so I want to make some changes to what we've got over the window and also give the room a bit of a paint. Maybe do something different here, I'm not quite sure yet. It's going to be a bit of a make it up as we go along kind of makeover update. And also, I want to do something with the headboard. So I absolutely love this bed still. It's really comfortable. The mattress is still great. I know lots of you still ask if I'm getting on with my mattress. Yes, I am. But the headboard, I feel like the wood has gone a bit of a yellowy colour. I think it's kind of aged slightly, and to me it's gone slightly yellowy. So I think I might paint the headboard or do something different with it. So before we get into this makeover, if you're new here, do click subscribe, and if you enjoy it, give it a little thumbs up. And let's start off with a quick overview of the room so you can see how it's looking now. So when you come in, you've got the bed on the right. I found this is really the only place to put the bed in this room. I did try to put it on this wall facing the window, but it's just not quite enough room either side of the bed to have like bedside tables either side. So this is working quite well. I've actually pulled it forward a bit just to allow some space for painting and decorating. This bed I still love, so if I can find it online still, I'll link it for you. It's just a really good, solid wooden bed frame, really sturdy, not rickety at all. And then we've got kind of what was the chimney breast behind the bed. So thinking of doing something with this, but the main area in the room that I want to tackle is actually what we've got covering the windows. So at the moment I have these curtains that were actually from a charity shop. They were quite expensive. I think these were over £100, but really good quality. They've been hand stitched and they're like green velvet. They've got all this going on, but they're very thick and heavy, so really cozy in the winter. But I feel like they're a bit too much. I just feel like it would be nicer to have something a bit lighter and a little bit brighter. And then behind the curtains we've got these grey Ikea blackout blinds as well, so really good for blocking the light out. Oh, the focus has gone, it's a bit too dark. But yeah, just not so great in these winter mornings when I want to let some more light into the room. And then we have the Pax wardrobe. Still love this. I've had this for I think 10 years now and it's still going strong. It's gone a bit wonky. I might need to just tighten up one of the doors. But the fact that it's mirrored means it's aged really well. It hasn't gone out of date at all and it reflects all the light back in. So I'm really pleased with that still. That's absolutely fine. I've got the clothes rail next to where I hang my coats, and you'll notice a couple of lamps that I've randomly placed over this side of the room. I actually picked these up in Sainsbury's Home and they were in the sale for £12 each, which I thought was an absolute bargain. So I thought these would be really nice to have either side of the bed. And then I've got the door, which I've already painted blue. This chest of drawers, which you may have seen before, which was essentially found. It was left out by someone and I collected it. And then I have one of the chairs from the living room up here while the Christmas tree is up. And then we have a little mini chest of drawers that I picked up at a tabletop sale that's got things like products in it. It's a bit of a mess. It's got the steamer and hairdryer on there. And yeah, this is essentially the space that we're working with. At the end of the bed, I have a ottoman that I got from Debenhams, and then the blinds that have arrived that will be going over the window. And these are all bagged up to donate to the charity shop. They'll be lovely on someone's window. I just felt like they were getting a bit too heavy for this room. But yeah, hopefully they'll go on to a good home. I think it's safe to say that the curtain pole is hanging on by a thread. Well, I'm gonna put that straight in the bath and rinse it off. Thinking I'll definitely hang on to these because they'll probably be quite handy for another room once I've given them a dust. So I've just pulled off some bits from the wall. Here is where I had some pictures hung with command strips. As you can see, absolutely fine. This one was a command strip hook and the thing snapped off underneath it, so I couldn't do the pull out bit, so that one's ripped. And then the worst offender of all was this Poundland one. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to get some like wallpaper glue and stick that back. Oh man, it is never straightforward. And I'm going on with this Dulux Trade Super Matte in brilliant white, or just white actually, and it says it's high opacity, so I thought this one looked quite good. I've never tried it before, so fingers crossed this goes on nicely. So even though I must have countless rollers, I don't seem to be able to find a roller anywhere, including in the entire loft. So I'm nipping out to get a roller and I'll get some filler while I'm at it. Must not get distracted by the Christmas section. I'm distracted by the Christmas section. So I just nipped out to Argos and picked up this Max Coat decorating kit. This was £11, which, you know, probably could have got all of this a lot cheaper, but in an emergency, and also this all-purpose filler, which was £4. Again, something that I probably could have picked up cheaper, but hopefully these are good quality things, so do the job a bit faster, fingers crossed. So I've taken the old blinds down and I've given it a good coat with some satin white paint. I've gone for this Johnston's Brilliant White Quick Dry Satin. I actually picked this up in Asda because I just saw it in store. So now that the window frames are painted, I'm going to be installing these blinds. I've gone for some Venetian blinds, and these have been very kindly gifted by Make My Blinds, who do a brilliant service in that they will actually make the blinds to your window specification. So you just simply measure up, following the instructions on their website of how to measure your window for the sort of blinds that you want, and then you can place your order. They've got all different colours to choose from. I've gone for these really simple white Venetian ones because I think they'll let lots of light in and hopefully make the room look a bit bigger as well. So I'll link their website in the description box if you want to take a look for yourself. Okay, we're nearly there. There's one more to go on. I'm really pleased with how they're looking. It's quite tricky because our house is quite wonky. So even though like the top of the window's straight, it's not straight, if that makes sense. So each one's had to be quite bespoke, but I think they're hanging all right. I've just stopped for a little coffee. Nice bite of Stollen, keeping me going. Okay, so the blinds are on. I seem to be missing one tiny corner bracket, but I'm hoping that's going to turn up somewhere, and I'm really hoping it hasn't gone out into the bin. I'll double check. Next up, I'm going to hang a print above my bed, that one there, the New Yorker one. So I'm going to pop a couple of screws in now. I've measured it all up, and then we'll get that hung up.
Just got up, something's wrong. I waited up with wounds on my feet. Where will you be? Flickering through memories, the Polaroids yellowed in the sun.
So I've just moved the chest of drawers into this corner. I thought it'd be nice to just tuck them out the way a bit more. So I want to hang the mirror above them again. So I've just drilled in a little hole, added a wall plug, and then I'm going to pop that up. And I've just filled in the holes above the window frame where the previous curtain rail was. So the mirror's on. We have a bit of a gap here where the painting was before. The painting's now over this side because I felt like it was getting a bit too much all in one corner. Oh, that's lovely lighting. In case you can't tell, I'm filming at night time now. This isn't like a 1 or 2 day job. I'm just trying to get bits done in between other stuff. I don't know why I thought it'd be a good idea to try and sort the bedroom in between daily uploads, but here we are, so we'll persevere. But I am really pleased with how these are looking. So they've got these brackets that go on the top, and I've managed to lose the side bits to that one there. So I'm hoping they'll turn up. They're probably somewhere. I'm not going to worry about that tonight. I'm just really happy with how they're looking. And I'm looking forward to how much light they're going to let in when I flip them open in the morning. Okay, it's the next day. I was feeling a bit stressed last night, so I've had to call some backup in. Look who's here! Hermione's popped round to give me her opinion on things. What do you reckon?
I love it.
Do you?
It's really, really nice. They look like shutters.
Yes, that was kind of the thought. Those, what do you call them? Venetian... I think you call them Venetian
shutters?
Is that the thing?
They look really nice. Very posh.
What are you thinking of the layout?
I really like how you've got that chest of drawers there. I think it balances the room really nicely.
Do you think that's working? Okay, good.
And
because it was kind of getting in the way when I was walking past on the side. And the plant I just put there last night, because I was just, you know, you just put things.
Yeah.
It's not like properly styled yet, but yeah. And what about the print? Are we liking that?
We love the print.
What would you add now, or what would you take away?
What are you going to put in this corner?
Don't know. No plan. Needs something, doesn't it?
It does need something.
A plant?
Yeah, maybe a nice big plant. And then like, you've got your little side table, that's handy. Like how your thumbs up has a really big thumb.
Oh yeah, the London. Yeah, that was like a statue on Trafalgar Square.
Oh, was it?
The headboard, it was my plan to paint it, but now I'm thinking maybe not.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like it. Could you, is it wood?
Yeah.
Can you stain it a similar colour to the side table?
Oh, that's a nice idea.
Am I throwing a spanner in the works?
No. Stains do scare me.
Me too. So I'm just going to let you do that.
Yeah.
No, it looks really good though.
I could investigate that, yeah, because the woods don't match. If not, would you paint it a colour?
Maybe like a light grey or like a fun colour.
Yeah.
Oh, decision.
Can you just always be here? For like...
Just give me a FaceTime, like.
Yeah, I will. No, I will do, definitely.
It's always nice to have
and this is really exciting. You know the curtains that I was getting rid of at the start of the video? I think they might be finding a new home. If Hermione can get them home. Yeah. They're very heavy.
All the way to the Isle of Wight.
Yeah, but we can bag. I think if we bind them up,
we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yay. So you might be seeing them go on to a new life. Hey, I'm so pleased.
Me too.
Yeah, because they were going to go down to the charity shop.
Because I saw them and I was like, ooh!
Yeah, in the bags, ready to go. Yeah. Oh, thanks for giving me some tips.
My pleasure.
And you'll have to wait and see how it turns out.
I want to know now.
I'll send you a picture.
Can you send me a picture?
Yeah, I will do.
I'm going to know before you.
Later, I loved Hermione's idea of a light grey for the headboard, so I think I'm going to go with that. So I've just given it a really good wipe down and a bit of a sand, and I'm going to go on with some furniture paint. I've got satin finish in slate grey by Rust-Oleum. see, I painted the headboard and I'm really pleased with how it's turned out with the chalk paint. I think that's looking lovely, and it goes quite nice with the bedding that I've already got, which I'm really pleased with. I would like to get some new bedding at some point, but I want to sort of like take my time with that, make sure I get a really good set when I do. And then into the corner where we needed to add something, we've added this ladder from Flying Tiger. I got it last year in their sale, so it was only £2, along with a couple of hanging plants, both of which are from Primark. And then we've just got some real plants down there as well. And then over in the corner, I've just added a few little touches, and I propped up this print here, which was from Poster Lounge when I worked with them last year. And also you may notice that I've added the little magazine rack just with a book on it. Excuse the plug with the lamp, we're on a bit of a mission today. That was from a charity shop, only £1, and I've got a concrete book in there. I just think it looks really nice, and I've added a little basket under the side table here just to keep the hairdryer in, which I use every day, so just good to have easy access to that. And yeah, really pleased with how it's looking. Not much has changed over this side of the room, but I have introduced this rug in front of the wardrobe which reflects really nicely in the glass. And I've also added another hanging plant. This one was from Flying Tiger, as was the hanger, but it just adds like a nice little touch to the side of the wardrobe. Still need to sort this out, so let's not, yeah, forget about that bit. And I think I'm finished. Well, I'm finished for now because I'm off on my travels today. So basically I've just had to scramble around to get the remaining bits done. So it's probably not perfect, but I'm really pleased with how it's looking. I think it's definitely an improvement. I'm loving the amount of light that's coming into the room now, and I'm really happy with how it's looking. I'm sure I'll update it a little bit. I'll probably end up rejigging a few bits and pieces, but I'm really pleased with how it's looking for the new year. So yeah, I hope this video's inspired you to maybe have a little reshuffle of things in your home, maybe introduce some new bits and pieces, or have a look at your windows and the amount of light that's coming into your space as well. Let me know what you think of it in the comments down below as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If there's anything that you think I should change up, do differently, I would love to hear all your thoughts in the comments, so do feel free to let me know those. My favourite bit of the room, I think, is probably the new blinds, just because of the amount of light they're letting in. They're working really nicely, so I'm really pleased with those. And also the headboard, I'm really pleased with how that's turned out. So I wasn't sure about painting it, but now I've done it. So thank you, Hermione, for the idea as well, if you're watching. Loving that. Okay, I'm leaving for the airport shortly, so I need to get out of here. I'll leave you with some clips of the finished room, and then maybe in future I'll do a bit of a room tour as well, just to go over it all in a little bit more detail for you. But I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, do click subscribe for weekly videos. Give it a little thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Bye.